All right, family. Black Power. Black Power is the truth hour with General Sarah Sunsetti. Kick back. Get your mind ready for some information that's guaranteed to be heavy. That's right, family. We're excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Sunsetti YouTube page, dynamic page. We already know what it is. Become and get access to all these amazing perks and jewels and gems that we got waiting on you. All you had to do was click the join button. You'll get an introduction video to the memberships that we have available for the public, for our family. Join. And even if you choose not to join, we appreciate your presence over here on Sarah Sunsetti page. Continue to come and get this information. That's right. This Sunday is going down. You know, General said he keep it leaping on Ticket Leap. That's right. We keep it leaping on Ticket Leap. The sacred black art of alchemy, the divinity of blackness codified in language. Live stream lecture presented by yours truly, General Sarah Sunsetti, this Sunday. Don't you miss it. Click that link. Begin to think. May 28th, starting at 2 p.m. And I guarantee you're going to say, damn, that brother made my day with this information. Because I'm going to give you the God vision now. When I open up your eyes to this information, you see the words, the prefixes, the suffixes, and what they mean. And I'm going to show you how to back it up, to make sure it is what I say it is. You see what I'm saying? You're going to be dead. You will be reading with the God vision from now on. Like I say, it's going to be like, if you ever watch Percy Jackson. If you ain't watched that first when they was in the museum and he looked up and he seen some words on the wall, and then the motherfuckers like some magical shit happened and the letters rearranged it and it said something totally different. See, we got to give you the God vision, family, and so be in the house this Sunday, family. General said he keep it leaping on Ticket Leap. Ring the alarm, KingSeti.com, online marketplace, official General Sarah Sunsetti DVDs, T-shirts, tank tops, African Egyptian jewelry, holistic tonics, remedies, home decor. We got everything under the sun for your family. Black Power One Stop. That's right. Jurassic and classic DVDs. We got all the shirts that you need. We know you're trying to get fresh for the summer. We ain't gonna hold you up. We got something for you. You see what I'm saying? The links is right down in the video description in the chat room. Click that link. Begin to think. Don't hesitate to elevate. You see what I'm saying? I know how our family is. They trying to get it together for the summer, and you got to have the power of our culture. You understand? Fresh. We ain't just telling fresh to death. That's right. The African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor, accessories for every room in the house. That's right. KingSeti.com. That's right. Pull the fire alarm, GeneralSeti.com, SETI University, over 1,000. What I'm talking about? Matter of fact, let me change that. Over 1,000 video presentations on African history, heritage, spirituality, nation building, mental warfare, advanced African academics, developing the Black nation one lesson at a time. To complete General Sarah Sunsetti website class is now in session. We just uploaded the Band, Occult, New World Order, Illuminati video library. We got the Rise of the Neanderthals video library and catalog. We got the Holy Black Mother of Civilization video library and catalog. And so we got it there for you, family. You cannot, it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it. You cannot lose with the General Sarah Sunsetti 1,000 videos exclusive. Cannot lose. That's right. SETI popping on Patreon. BPC making noise. We never come. Exclusive live streams. Too hot to handle on YouTube or any other tube. We got the Champellion and the false teachings of the Medunetta. 12 classes, one per week. You see what I'm, and we got that on Patreon. we just dropped, was there once giants living in ancient Egypt? 1 and 2, profound. Profound, family. And when you get to research and you go behind me and back it up, you will see that exactly what I'm teaching you is the truth. You see what I'm saying? And so check it out on Patreon, and make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels. King Seti, General Seti, Sarasun Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share it with your family and friends. And comment, comment, comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You will be up out of there. Now, today we dealing with another powerful presentation: destruction of the African Persian relics in Iran by Arabs. Now, when we say this, you see, when we say Persia, you see, we talking about an extension of Mesopotamia. You see right there. As a matter of fact, let's go to work. And I seen this map I had earlier. I meant to get that map. That was a profound map. That's all right. I'll use this one. Okay. Here we go. And so, matter of fact, let me take that out of here too. So when you look in here, you're looking at, truly, this is all Africa. No doubt about it. You see, it's all Africa. When you're talking about, when you look at to the north, and you're talking about the Caucasus Mountains, the lower Caucasus Mountains, and then you look to the east, you see the Zagros Mountains. These are technically the borders, you see, of Africa. You see, when you talk, and even though we had extended our power beyond those mountains, that's clear. We had extended our power beyond those mountains. But when you talk about the land today that they call Arabia, you talking about the land today that they call Iraq, you understand? It's in Iran primarily that land that's on before you get to the Zagros Mountains, because a lot of Iran is in the mountains, and so we're talking about technically the land that's before you get into the mountain range. You see, that's where you find Susa, Persepolis, right off the Persian Gulf. You see what today they call the Persian Gulf. And so in that southern area, you see Sumer, you see Chaldea, very significant, because Abraham is supposedly come from Chaldea. He came from the deep south. See? A land that is attributed to Nimrod, who was the son of Nubia, son of Ethiopia. See, I had to say Nubia so you could wake up. See, that's saying something different. You see? The son of Nubia. You see? And so we're laying it out. And took it to the northern regions too. Because Assyria was also an extension of the Ethiopian Empire. You see, the Nubian Empire, the Egypto-Nubian Empire. So all of that for thousands, hundreds of thousands of years belonged to our people. You see, wasn't nobody else in the land. You even going into India. Matter of fact, let me see if I got my got to update and get let me see. Well, you know what? I bet you. Let me just open this one up so I can get my map game together. Let me get my map game together. Okay. But it ain't gonna go where I need. I need to show India. But well, this one do. This one do. This one do. I got it. Okay. You see, and so we showing you Africa top side up, not upside down. See, if you got it the other way, you got it upside down. Because our people came from the beginning of the Nile. You see, so where we started at is the top. Egypt is at the bottom. You see, because our people started around the Great Lakes region of Africa. Our people started at the top. You see, Egypt is at the bottom. And so you'll see as we begin to come down and you study all land masses, you will see that the origins of that civilization is in the South. You see, so even when you start, when you put and you talk about you talking about the Persian Gulf, you see, which is down in this area, you see, and this is what you see right here. They sailed in. You see, our peoples are selling down. You see, they coming in. You can see them coming, selling down, coming into these areas. Then you come over here right around where you see Pakistan, you see India. That line that separates is basically where you see the Indus Valley civilization. You see, Pakistan used to be a part of India. You see, but the British split it. They split it and made one half for the Muslim Pakistan, and the other they kept for the Hindu, which was India. You see, but at one time it was one civilization. But right there in the what you call the Arabian Sea, you see the beginnings of both civilizations, the Indus Valley, and what you call the Mesopotamian Elamic civilization. You see, and so when you get up into let me see, Nimrud. Let me see. They don't even got Nimrud on this map. They don't even got Nimrud. Which is name, wait a minute. Let me see that map right there. Is that a good map? No. That's for something totally different. Let me see the Nimrud here. They not gonna have Nimrud. I guess they trying to take it all the way off the map. But I'll just drop some. I'll just drop because you talking about Nimrud is up here near Nineveh. You see, up there near Nineveh, it's not that far off from Nineveh. And so that's in northern Iraq. You see, and so let me show y'all. Let me get down here. Now, I showed you the Immortals. Now, when you go into the movie 300, they had a few, they showed some of the Persians, you see, to be African. Okay? They showed some of the Persians to be African. And that's true. You see, and matter of fact, at that time, I didn't see none that looked any different. They were all African. Shit. Wasn't no goddamn part. They was all African. You see, when you look at them on the wall, and this is clear, this is coming. This is sculpture, wall sculptures from this is from Susa. Okay, this is from Susa. And so you see Susa is in Iran. You see the part that they call Mesopotamia is in Iraq. You see, and so you can see how close that they were. You see what I'm saying? That they were sister nations. You see, and when you look on the wall, this is that Persepolis. Now, Persepolis is a little further south, going toward, a little further south than Susa. So it's not on the map. And so you see these wall carvings, and you see them with curly hair, woolly hair. That's what it is. You see them with woolly hair. There's no doubt about it. Okay, there's no doubt about it. That's what they were. But during the time when the so-called ISIS got in there, you see, they didn't went up in a lot of these areas over there and tore it down. You see what I'm saying? They didn't went up in there and started to pillage, and they did this also in Egypt too. You see, now look at them. They over there. I mean, this is crazy. This is how you know it ain't them. You see, this is how you know it ain't them. Because if they thought that this was a carving from their grandpappy or their grandmammy, they wouldn't have done this right here. You see, even though they've stolen, now they sit here, and I'm gonna show you. See, that looked like one of the bull statues. See, but let me show you something. I'm gonna show you. Let me show you something. Now, this is actually where Muhammad, they got what they call the Borak. Okay, now the Borak was a horse with a human head. A horse with a human head. Muhammad flew the Borak from Mecca to Jerusalem. You see, he flew, and from there he went up to the nine heavens. He went up to the ninth level of heaven. You see, that's what they say. But he rode the Borak, and so you could see even in Islamic mythology. See right here, according to the Quran, Allah allegedly took Muhammad on what they call the night journey. You see, the night journey from the Kaaba in Mecca to Al-Aqsa in Jerusalem. Now that's Al-Aqsa, Masjid Al-Aqsa is right in front of the Dome of the Rock. If you're in Jerusalem, and they always talk about Temple Mount. You see what I'm saying? And so right in front of the Gold Dome mosque is another mosque sitting right in front of it. You got to go up probably about, maybe, I don't know, it's probably like a half a block up. You see what I'm saying? You will see the Al-Aqsa Mosque. And so you see now, you see how it didn't have, the Ethiopian Elamic. If you don't see, if I say Elam, you wouldn't understand. So I had to say Persian. You see what I'm saying? That's the only reason, because if I say Elam, you're not going to understand. You see? And so you can see, and so they didn't went in there, and that's exactly what he over there knocking down with his dumb ass. You see, they didn't took out whole buildings. They didn't took out whole buildings over there. Now, matter of fact, let me see. I wonder what temple that was that they blew up. They ran up in there too. Once they got access, now this is one right here. Let me see if they gonna let me. It was a gate. You see what I'm saying? And they blew it down. It probably was this right here. It probably was right here. They didn't blew it down. Let me see if I can get it in there. Yeah, I believe that's it right there. And so they didn't blew that out of there. You see, this is demonic, man. This is demonic. That's how you know that shit don't belong to them. You see? That's why you see them put the mummies out there, and because they know good and well if that was Muhammad, or if that was Abu Bakr, or if that was Umar, or you understand, or any of those the Caliph, yeah, they would not do that. They would not do no revered Muslim that way, the way they do the mummies. Do you know what I'm saying? Dig all down in their graves and pillage the grave and put the body on display. They don't do that in Islam. You see? And so, because they know this don't belong to them, they have no problems. You understand? And so they blew it on out of there. You see, they blew it on out of there. A lot of people don't talk about what they did in Egypt during their so-called uprising. You see? And I got some more I'm gonna show you. You see? I'm gonna show you. So they didn't just blew shit out of there. I seen some of the let me see. I heard they blew that. I heard they blew that one out of there. If I can get it, but it's other ones that I have. And so, you see them in here, you can see where they didn't knocked whole plates out. You know what I'm saying? They over there knocking whole plates out, you know, they know that don't belong to them. They know it don't look like them. They know they ain't got woolly hair. You see? So they over there, they over there destructive. You see? Look at that. You got to be one of the, you got to respect. So it don't look like him. So the first place he went to the face. You understand what I'm saying? That's the first place he went was to the face. How low? How low? And so, this just, and so when you go back and you wonder why, when you get to the immortals, you see they show their face all hideous, and you understand, if they thought that was them, do you think they would do this? Huh? Do you think if they knew if that was their face and they was on the wall, do you think they would create some hideous shit like this and say this is the immortals when you could go straight and you don't see not one face? You see, you don't see no faces like that on the walls. You see black men, woolly haired black men, and that's why they did that. You see, and so in the movie, you got a few. They show a few here and there. You see, and then when it came to Xerxes, they show some sweet. You understand what I'm saying? They made him the king, and he's sweet. You know what I'm saying? And so it say, I love this one right here. It say, look at the woolly hair. You see the Becky down there. Look at the woolly hair. It's clear the ancient Babylonians were black. I wonder why my lying ass daddy told me they were white. You see? She can look damn near that no goddamn well, her hair don't look like that. Her face don't look like that. That's an African. You see? And so this is their feeble attempt. You see, this is their feeble attempt. You understand what I'm saying? To create or recreate a falsified, you understand, image. Look at this. Falsified in all aspects. And the ancients already said that they were Africans. Good God Almighty. That's what they said. It's no coincidence. They already said that. You see? And so this is why you see him go up there and chisel the face. The first place they go is the face. You see? That's the first place they go. You see the statue, they go on over there, push it on over. They up in there in total destruction. Look at this. Man. They just went over there and pillaged. Matter of fact, I think I got some look at this. Look at it. I don't really think I know, when we talk about the lack of civilization, listen, I don't think I know nobody lower than the Arab. I don't think I'm just gonna be real. When it comes to being deplorable about, because the thing is, what they can't create, they say, when it came to statues, when it came to books, you see, because they were so behind in civilization, embarrassed, because when they looked around the world, all through Africa, they got pyramids that's shocking the mind, and they still living in tents. You understand? You got giant megalithic statues, and they still living in tents. And so anything that they could not achieve, they say Allah said we can't do that. Don't make no, anything that they couldn't, they didn't have the skills to create. You understand what I'm saying? They say Allah say don't do that. So they have an excuse on why they don't have statues, why they don't have writing and this, that, and the third. And so that's what they say. Oh, where your book say, oh, Allah say don't do that. Allah say don't do that. I say, oh, Allah say don't do that. I say, damn. You see? And so, because they live without civilization for so long, even to this day, it's nothing for them to be destructive. Wait, let me show you this one. Let me show you this one. Let me show you this one. Let me show you this. Oh, this is a good one. I ain't doing. Okay. Let me show you this. This one was in Afghanistan before right around when they was about, now that's how it looked. But the Taliban, they took control, or they were already, but they just wanted to be, they wanted to be brutes. Let me see what they got when they blew it out of there. Oh yeah, they got it. So they blew it. They just blew it on out of there. They just blew it on out of there. So that's what it looked like. And that was a pretty tall Buddha. You could see the man down there at the bottom. You see, he's down there at the bottom. And so they just blew it out of there. You see, they just blew it up out of there. Now, that's what black people, if they're going to do something, that's what they need to be doing to all that garbage over there in Africa. They've been established by them colonialists and imperialists over there. You see, but let me show you the face on the motherfucker. Let me see if they got the face. Well, he took a picture. He over there smiling. I don't know. They might have put something back in place over there. I don't know. I don't see why, because they back in control. They back in control. I don't think they got that same picture. Man, I had the picture. I got it somewhere in where the air was smiling. Yeah, he was smiling. You know, he like, yeah, we blew it out of there. And then the next day, the U.S. was in there on their ass. It wasn't long. They was in there on their ass. But I ain't got the picture where he was smiling. But you know what I'm saying? And but that just show you wherever they go. Now, a lot of people destruction at the Egyptian museum. See, a lot of people, I'm just showing you that these artifacts do not belong to them. You see, they do not belong to them. They do not belong to them. They don't have no historical connection to Egypt or any of them areas over there. Let me see if I can get this. Now, this must have been one of them smaller museums. See, this is over in Egypt when they had that revolution over there. You see, look at what they did. They went through there and tore up a lot of things. Now, I believe that was one of the smaller, but they went in the big museum too. They went in the big museum too. Now, let me see if I can. Yeah, they didn't turn all. Man, man, these are some ridiculously ignorant motherfuckers, man. I can't even hold that shit up. These are some ridiculously worthless motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? You can't do nothing with them. You know what I'm saying? You got to bring the sword on their ass. This is the museum. They didn't went in there. And, you know, that just show you they don't have no historical genetic relationship. This is not them. This ain't got nothing to do with who they are as a people. So I want y'all to stop when you look at, I use Persian only to say, geographically, because if you say Elam or ain't nobody gonna know what you're talking about. You see what I'm saying? But matter of fact, let me see something. Because even the Nubian, now if y'all know them Nubian soldiers, you see that's over there. You got the Egyptian soldiers and the little models. You see? Let me see if I can get it. Yeah, this one right here. Let me see if it come in. That one right there. Let me get her. That's the Nubians right there. They tore that one up. Yes, they did. They had to put it back together. They tore it up. Yeah. They just let you know how they feel. They took the Nubian one and they tore it up. So they even though the Egyptians look just like the Nubians just a little bit darker. And so they went all through and finally, before they could destroy too much, they got in there. You see, they got in there with the military. You see, you can see right here, let me see if I can, that might not let me get that. Yeah, it got in there. You can see where they tip, you can see where on this side, you can see it had glass and they stole a lot of artifacts. They stole a lot of artifacts from out of there, and they end up getting a lot of them back. A lot of them they didn't get back. You see, he over there with a sludge hammer. This motherfucker put in some work. They need to find him. I mean, seriously, they need to find his ass and all these motherfuckers because they know that ain't their goddamn granddaddies. You see? And so they don't have like I say, they don't have no historical lineage. You see? And so I deal with that Nimrod. And so this is the reason, again, why in the same what they doing right here, is the same what they doing right here. It's no different. You see, the same thing they doing, they not being historically. They show you a couple of Africans here and there. You see, and then demons and shit, and especially the immortals. You see what I'm saying? And that just anytime they would do something like that, they'll let you know that they feeling some way. They feeling some way funky about the Africans, the immortals. They feeling real funky about them to do, because if they had been white, they would have treated them damn near like they treated the damn the Spartans and shit. But because they knew that they had woolly hair, so these are the Babylonians that are which would have been modern day Iraq, and then to the right here is the Susians. You see, let me get that up there. You see right there, and so you see the Mesopotamians, and these is Africans. Matter of fact, I had one. I had just put that one in there too. So they over there trying to get rid of stuff. Yeah, this is one, and you can see they dark brown. Wait a minute, let me see if I can blow this one up. I think I did. Yep. Yeah, they dark brown. They ain't just brown, they dark brown. You see what I'm saying? You can see all up in his face. He dark brown. Matter of fact, let me. That don't look like none of them. And so them motherfuckers is over there. And so the sun ain't got shit to do with it because they still pale. That ain't got nothing to do with them at all. I want people to stop that madness. You see? That's a brother. That ain't no goddamn doubt about it. That's a brother. Let me see. Let's see, I'll clear that up a little bit. I don't want to make it known. I could tell the picture is, you know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to do much, but that's a brother. So you talking about these is the ancient, what they call immortals, Mesopotamians, you see, and this is at a late date. This is at a late date. You see, this is at a late date. This is, I mean, you talking about, right around, 600, 600 BC. This ain't no, so you already know what it was looking like before that. If it was this black at 600 BC, you already know what it is. So when you start looking over there today, and you wonder that shit just got like that. When you start seeing them Arabs and you see them, they just got over there. They ain't always been over there. So when this is the immortals, the Babylonians and the Susians, and I'm showing you that they are over there destroying. So I mean, the best you could do is try to, keep, some evidence, and they need to move. You know what? And quiet is kept. That's quiet is kept, and I'm gonna deal with. That's what they doing over there in Timbuktu. That's what they doing in Timbuktu. You see, they over there trying to destroy the records. You see them goddamn crazy ass Muslims from the north. You see what I'm saying? They trying to get down there and burn up all the books and trying to burn all the books in Timbuktu. They even attacked the pyramid. They even tried to attack that pyramid over there, in the University of Sankore. You see, they got, because the Muslims in Timbuktu were Sufi Muslims. Okay, that means that they had diviners, they had shrines, and that's that Africanness. You see what I'm saying? They had divine. Them pyramids was tombs, and inside of them pyramids it was divine, divine individuals. You see what I'm saying? And they don't like the fact that African people had their own divine, and they don't call them prophets, but they're ones that bring enlightenment. You see what I'm saying? Of the prophets. You see what I'm saying? And so they over there, they had tore the pyramid down in Mali, tore it down. I seen them over there rebuilding it. Yeah. Man, we in trouble, man. We got to get out. We got to get control over our relics, what's sacred to us. So I'm just saying, if you come back, You might come back, man. Your babies might not have nothing. They might have to come on General Cyrus Seti. That's why I keep throwing shit out there. Videos and shit. You know what I'm saying? So that you can see what the world might look like. God damn it, you come back 10 years from now. And man, that shit could be gone. It could be gone. You see what I'm saying? You wouldn't even know what the world looked like. You see? So I appreciate y'all coming out here. Thank you, brother. Of course they took it down. The Arabs took it down. The Arabs took it down. That's right. I'll show you right there. So family, and so we gonna keep exposing the truth of our people. And I want to appreciate y'all, appreciate you for coming out today. We might be black later on. I don't know. We might be black later on. I might got to have African Holy Spirit in me, and I might be back in here tonight. So family, thank y'all for being here today. This is the General Cyrus Seti saying, hey, arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily. Liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.